friends. Beaumont J BBQ here, self-proclaimed king of all barbecue, and welcome to season 3 of Evil Reviews. Yeah, we back, baby. I like cooking. Cooking up some good old roadkill, a few humans on the side. You know, nothing crazy, just your basic serial killer stuff. But I also am a movie buff. And I like to give you my opinions and my introspective analysis of different films. Mostly we deal with the spooky stuff. But you know what? That's where all the fun is. Cause it's kind of exciting and makes you feel like on edge. And when it could be exciting like that, it's like a roller coaster. Get through that movie and then woo! When it's all over with, you're so proud of yourself, you tell all your friends, and sometimes the best is when you watch these type of movies with your friends and just get to the hooting and hollering. Today, we're gonna be talking about the modern classic of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Farting, like almost like a religion to him.
Now, From Dusk Till Dawn is written by Quentin Tarantino, and he is a cool dude who makes a lot of very unique movies with usually some disturbing factors and really neat dialogue that engrosses you in what's happening. And this one is no different, and it's directed by Roberto Rodriguez. And he is a cool dude who likes to make really neat action and kid spy movies. And sometimes some shit too. But this is the cool shit. Now, why would the king of all barbecue be out here doing movie reviews? Well, let me tell you something. The kind of barbecue I do is what you call speciality, usually for a very specific clientele. I specialize in roadkill. And what I do is I smoke, and then I smoke, and then I cook them up, make them all greasy and full of salt, and then I serve it up on a platter. Oh yeah, good for Easter Sunday and your mama's birthday. Now, in previous episodes of Evil Reviews, I had co-hosts that would help contribute in their way. Dorothy, the special vampire, and Champ, the blue monster, are on strike. They want better working conditions. What's so unsafe and unsanitary about this? Did you just move? So I had to improvise, rooting through the graveyard, as I like to do on a spring afternoon. I dug up this guy. His name is Wendell. Hi, Wendell. Say hi to the good folks. He's shy. Damn it. Why is everything so difficult around here? Not bad enough I dug you up. Now I gotta do incantation. Bring you. Alright, here we go. Trojan, Magnum, Ramses, shoot!
I couldn't breathe, E. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, hey, buddy, welcome back to the land of the living. How you feel?
It was so bad. I mean, the funk hit you like, boom.
Oh, yeah. Being married for the past 40 years to do that to you.
And then I hold my breath. And I walk in that motherfucker. And I hold my breath.
Well, Wendell, have you seen this movie From Dusk to Dawn? I think. Oh, holy crap! Oh, just fell! It fell back the car! It just fell down now, mister! Hey, you kinda cute. I like you. Yeah. What we gonna call you, little fella? I'm sorry, I don't speak roadkill. I know. Tibble! Tibble. Prince of Cats. Yeah. Oh, you resurrected yourself just like the JC. Okay, Tibble. You're gonna be my special friend. Come here, little fella. Wow, I didn't know what to do with someone. Calm it down now. Tibble, calm it down. Feisty feline. Now,
How you doing? How you doing?
okay, thank you, Randall, for your contribution. It is invaluable and appreciated. And I hope that Dorothy and Champ are paying attention so they can see what an upstanding employer I am who treats you with dignity, respect, and professional ethics. Now, in this... Son of a...
Everybody be cool. You be cool.
It was made in the year 1996. Two guys who work for Geico, the Geico brothers, get laid off and they have to rob a bank. And then they stop to get themselves some Funyuns. But the sheriff, he pulled into town. He played by Michelangelo Parks, who's a really cool actor. Very engrossing performance. If I didn't know better, I would think he's the star of the movie. We just focus on him for a while he tells us a story. All of a sudden, burn! Gets freaking brains blown out. And you realize that the Geico lizards is inside there with two hostages, okay? Some young tail from the college down the street. They say, you, sir, were signaling. But maybe he wasn't. See, there's something about these two. One, played by gorgeous Clooney, is a professional thief. And even though he does bad things, he does have a code of ethics. And he don't kill people unless he has to. His brother, though, rich ass, he a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He tends to see things happen that aren't really there. Which brings to my mind an interesting commentary about the nature of evil and good and bad. Now, sometimes there's evil in the world, like an evil clown, and I'm just trying to get through my day making people happy, cooking up roadkill, resurrecting Wendell, talking about movies. But because I was born an evil clown, the people prejudice against me, little old King BBQ. But then there's other folks, they kind of go out of their way to commit heinous acts. Maybe they need therapy, some CBT, they call it, some cognitive behavioral therapy. But this guy Richie, whatever his issue is, he's fully off the map, man. He acted out and behaving badly. And then these guys like rejects from Mad Max driving down the Texas highway and they like got shot in the hand. So what's he gotta do? Put a band-aid on with some antiseptic? Well, kind of, but in cool bro way he do it. Wrap it up in tape, spit some booze on it. Yeah, that won't get infected. Yeah. And then they got a hostage in the trunk gets revealed with Superman vision. These guys didn't even go and get like some high political person or some mayor's wife. They just got like the school librarian in the back of their truck. These some bad dudes, man. And they pull into the motel and then look at this guy.
What the hell do you want?
That guy right there reminds me of my Uncle Chuck. Oh man, he on screen for up to a 3 second and he gives a performance that's worthwhile. Now we meet the Fuller family, which has Jacob and then his 2 children. And he's a pastor experiencing a crisis of faith. It's brought on by the death of his loving wife. Now he's on vacation to try to find himself and perhaps start anew. Got a brand new RV and they decide to stay at a motel. Well, the motel happens to be the same one that the Geico lizards are staying at. So what they do is needing a new hostage, they take this family hostage. Oh man, the plot thickens. What they're trying to do is force the Fuller family to smuggle them over the Mexican border so they can get to a place called El Rey. But on the way to El Rey, they stop at a bar, and I'm not even kidding. I tell you, the name of this bar is the Titty Twister? I know! I didn't, look, I'm not being crude. Alright, we're just following the plot of the story. Sometimes there's things like this that have to be said. So they go into the big Titty Twister and you find out that there's a lot of seedy people there. It's supposed to be open for bikers and truck drivers only. But Jacob, he say, I am a truck driver. You see that big recreational vehicle out there in the parking lot? You need a class something or other license to drive that legally. And I got one. This bar for truck drivers? I'm a truck driver, son. These these are my homies, so let a player play. The whole gang kind of sitting together, almost like becoming friends and checking out all the scattered ass in the room and whatnot. It seems kind of interesting because you're not supposed to like the geckos, but you kind of do. And even Richie, who total scumbag, you kind of sitting there going like, well, maybe he'll have a change of heart. But then all of a sudden, everything gets dark. And then this Danny Trejo guy comes up and he goes, "Lonely dog!
Lonely dog, bow your head.
Bow your head. Cause now we make time for the sinister and seductive main act. Santanico Pandemonium! God damn!
Badusi.
Yeah, Wendell. I know, I hear you.
I call it Badusi. It's butt and booty. Badusi.
Yep.
Oh, that's keeping it real.
What was I saying? Holy mama! Are you seeing this?
Ass. Oh, you smelling the ass. I tell you, you can't make this shit up.
You know what's fascinating about this is Santanico Pandemonium goes right for Richie, played by Quentin Tarantino. Who's this movie written by again? I see what you did there, player. What's up?
I smell butt ass. Butt ass.
Focus! He wrote a movie where this seductress comes out and dances for one of the main characters, then takes tequila and pours it down her leg and makes him drink it off a foot. And then he cast himself in the role. So the moral of the story is, follow your dreams!
Butt ass.
Alright, Wendell, Jays. Oh, I never thought I would say this, but I actually missed Dorothy. After starting some trouble entering the ta-ta twister, the guys from outside, the bouncers and whatnot, they come in and they're looking for Richie and Seth. And Seth's like, yo, Richie, get back on the clock. And Richie's like, how many? He's like, 3 of them. And it's like, oh man, we're gonna get another action scene here with the Gecko brothers. And we do, but holy crap, man. They stab Richie in that wounded hand. It's just so, wow, look at him go. It's just so gnarly. These Gecko guys are pretty bad, you know. I don't know if anyone gonna be able to take them down. And what's going on? Your baby hyperventilating? What are you doing? Holy crap! She turned into a monster! What? Holy crap! No, my woman! Holy crap! What's going on? Holy crap, Timothy, you see it? All hell's breaking loose. Whoa, man, vampires flying left, right, ripping heads off, stabbing people, getting crazy, fighting necks. Woo! This movie just got real, man. Well, you just got the shock of your life. And this is what we call in the business a twist. Like an antenna twister. So after Richie is bitten by the stripper Santanico Pandemonium, then they find out that he's gonna be a vampire too. And he looked like he got a 12 head, and then he got this cool shot. And I don't know why they didn't just use this shot. They want to make him into a monster, but hey, whatever, right? You like that on your little dead belly? Shit! And Seth says, Richie, here's the peace and death I could not give you in life. So it does bring some gravitas to this wildly modern grindhouse vampire extravaganza. Now the visual effects in this movie are done by KNB EFX. That stands for Knuckle, Nard, and Baloney. So Knuckle, Nard, and Baloney effects that... My producer telling me that I got that completely wrong. It's Kurtzman, Pecoraro, and Berger. Apparently it's the last names of 3 really talented folks who have done a lot of amazing things in film and television. My bad. Back in the 80s, which is the golden era of horror movie visual effects, because they had to have a lot of ingenuity and create a lot of the effects that today can be solved on a computer. Look, I'm like y'all, okay? When it's done well, it freaking rules. But when it's done overuse or not very well, it stand out. It stand out like a clown with red hair cooking up eyeballs or something. So there's something that triggers in your brain where if you can sustain disbelief, you go, wow, how did they do that? That's something that they captured in camera. And your imagination opens up the possibility that this could actually exist. Because for in a fact, it does exist. Someone made it. But then you wonder how? How did they do that? And that is where movie magic truly gets its name. Well said. Thank you for your... Damn poltergeist! Haunt me no more, demon! Now this guy right here, this Tom Savini, right? I talked to you about him. And his name in the movie is Sex Machine. Now I heard that that's his Christian name. And when he was born, his mama named him Sex Machine. And she said, I gotta give him a name that make him rise to the occasion. So to speak. Speaking of rising to the occasion, check out this gun. God damn! Where do you buy that? eBay? The dark web? And that dude right there playing dominoes, that's Ice Cube, and he one of the boys in the hood. And he was all like, Domino! That's Fred Williamson. Fred Williamson used to be an American football player, and then he started to star in 70s blaxploitation, as they call it, films, like The Hammer and Waking Up Harlem. Something like that. Cheech was a very famous actor and comedian, and he was part of the duo of Cheech and Chong that you might have heard tale about. And what's interesting is Cheech appears in different roles. Same actor, different characters, and he takes them on the next part of the story. So he's kind of like the devil. He's just always there at the crossroads to meet him.
What, were they psychos or?
They look like psychos? Is that what they looked like? They were vampires.
People who was bitten are reborn as vampires, so they gotta kill them all. And then Sex Machine, he gets bitten and he's gonna become a vampire, but he try to hide it because he don't want to be a vampire. He don't want to scare his new friends. Freaking Frost has a non-flashback, and he talking about all kinds of stuff that happened in Da Nang in '69. And then in the meantime, Sex Machine's transmutation, he makes his move. Finally, Frost gets pissed and he goes, I'm gonna get you, Sex Machine. Sex Machine said, I'm gonna get you, let's go! Throws Sex Machine through the freaking window, which I think he knew he was transmutation, and he was like, this is how we're gonna get all the vampires that are outside in the inside. And then all these bats fly in, and in 2 seconds being a vampire, Frost is already king of the vampires.
I call it Badusi.
Jacob, see, he gets bitten, and then they all start to retreat back, and they lock themselves in, and they go, what we got? How we gonna make this work? And then his daughter say, Daddy, don't believe it's suicide. And he goes, it ain't suicide if you're already dead. I like this character, he's so cool. And then they start assembling all kinds of crossbows, and Jacob makes a shotgun out of a cross, and then Seth takes a jackhammer and whittles a steak and makes steak jackhammer, which is pretty sick. And Kate's all like, dude, what you gonna do, Scott? And Scott's like, I'm a horny little fella and I just saw a lot of titties, so let's get some condoms, Daddy will bless them, and I'm gonna bomb these vampires with some holy water. What's that? And Ramblers, let's get rambling. And then they go out and they face all of them, and it's really awesome, and they chop him this way and they punch him that way, and he's stabbing them with the machine, and there's all kinds of cool stuff. But then some real crazy hell breaks loose, and then all of a sudden Jacob pauses in his action.
Dad?
Holy crap! It looks like the freaking devil! Okay, I tell you, man, there ain't no just teeth. They ain't no just like what Dorothy have. Dirt vampire. These are some ghouls in this movie, man. Some ghouls. Scott gets bit and they just munch him, and it's pretty sad and intense. And he asking his sister to kill him, and I don't know what she's doing. She's sitting there contemplating, this dude's getting eaten by 4 freaking vampires. Just put him out of his misery, but she says she can't and lets him suffer a little more. And then finally she does it, and he just freaking explodes. However that works out, my God. And then Sex Machine pops up, and Seth's like, I'm gonna take you out, Sex Machine, because I want the title. I'm the real Sex Machine. And then Seth's all like, I got this whip, and I'm gonna throw it around your head, I'm gonna rip your head off. Gotcha! And then Sex Machine turns into a giant rat. Yep. This is a vampire movie, right? vampires like garlic and crosses and sucking blood, living in coffins? I don't know they turned into giant freaking mutant rats. Why don't they all just do that? This is the most exciting practical effect in the film. It's old school as can be. I thoroughly enjoy it. When else you going to see Georges Clooney fighting with a giant rat monster? And I'll tell you right now, I would like to have that rat's remains from my kitchen, because that's some good eating right there. I bet you there's some toxic meat in there that we could do something real nice with. Seth and Kate, they're standing back to back in a ring of hell with all these vampires. But then, Seth's contact, he knocking at the door. Turns out, it's morning, and he says, shoot down the door. And all of a sudden, the light come in, hit the disco ball. The vampire's like, no, not disco, and everybody explodes. They escape, and then Seth says, Kate, I want you to go live your life. Here's some fiddles. She take off, Seth take off to go to El Rey, and then the movie about to end. But then we pull back and we see that it's like a Aztec temple that is really what the tire twister is. And I think that's a pretty neat ending. Best thing you could do now that you've seen this review is you go and tell some friends to come over for movie night and don't tell them it's a vampire movie. Just let them get caught by the surprise later on. From Dusk Till Dawn. It's a real exciting, fun, super cool movie that gives you all the shivers and the feels. And it's got some really cool action, some awesome dialogue, some gross out vampires, and some titties. But if none of those things are what you like, and who doesn't like vampires, ghouls, and tits, then it's okay, because it's just my opinion. And my opinion don't have to mean squat to you. Especially because your opinion don't mean squat to me. Now that I done got that out the way. Now they did make two more. One's a direct sequel called Texas Blood Money. And one's a prequel, talks about Santanica Pandemonium's origin. That one's called The Hangman's Daughter. And they suck! Hangman's Daughter has some redeeming...
Sorry, I don't know that one.
What the fuck? Hangman's Daughter does have some redeeming qualities, but it's still a piece of crap, so check out the original, stick with the original, and I think you'll have a great time. I'll see you next time on Evil Reviews. I would like to thank you for tuning in. Now, a wise man once said, money is the root of all evil. That's true. With that said, we need some dough, alright? We need you to subscribe. Donate to this channel, goddammit. This is all the food we got left, alright? Just this right here. Sure. Just for you, son. Oh, you just gotta help a brother out. Trap, don't eat it. That's all we got left. We won't die. We can't drink blood like the horse can. Oh. I can't take the pain of starvation anymore. Oh, please subscribe to our channel. Donate to this bullshit. Help brother out.